Clear. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the intro to the Different Views podcast. Our first ever episode, first official recording. My name is Gary Allen Conley, former Maslin Tiger, former Buckeye, former NFL player slash free agent, and I got my cousin with me, Dejan. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Dejan. I'm a college student, performance trainer, starting my clothing brand. That's a little bit about me.
Um, like I said, we doing our first official recording of the Different Views podcast, and the reason we came up with the name Different Views because everybody has different views. You see it from there, I see it from here. Understanding that everybody has different views is the point.
With our podcast, we just really just talked about just being organic, just speaking not scripted, like keeping everything just organic, conversations about life and just experiences. Just we're gonna have guest speakers on here a lot, and letting them touch base on what they feel and what they're going through, and just how where their thoughts are at, where their mind is at about different things.
There. And like you said, organically, everything is just gonna be authentic and not gonna be scripted or even if it may sound like some things are scripted or not, we really just want to have a fluent conversation with people or if we have guests on or amongst ourselves, it's just gonna be fluent conversation about whatever topic we're talking about, and we try to stay on topic. But obviously, if you have an organic conversation, it's gonna be different things that get off a little bit off topic or whatever. But just having a good conversation and just giving game, giving knowledge, so people can learn, people can understand the different views that everybody has. Um, and then obviously we're gonna have different topics, like we said. We're gonna try to record and post on Wednesdays. Um, we're gonna have live sessions. We're gonna try to have live sessions, and um, so we can get like feedback from live audience and live comments and people, and definitely have different aspects and different views as well from that side of it. Anything else you wanted to say about the like the agenda or anything about
It's
the
just like you
podcast?
said, the biggest thing is just making sure we just stay organic, not having too much scripted at all, if possible, when we do, and just making sure everybody's just comfortable with the guests that we do have on, so they can just be in that zone to where they know like they can speak their mind and they don't have to worry about being judged or if their opinion or point of view matters. Like it's their point of view, and like that's the biggest thing. Like we just want people to know like we're not gonna judge like their opinion or their experience. Like express how you feel or what you're going through when they're on here.
Yeah, definitely. And we definitely want to make sure that everybody has a voice and just to express their view, like so people can see it and like you said, don't judge. We're not gonna form judgment. And then even I feel like people say that and it's like you form a judgment in your head, but just understanding, like you said, understanding a different view is the point. So even if you do form a judgment while you're watching our podcast or if I understand and or if I don't understand something, like taking the time to understand uh even after prejudgment or judging or whatever. Everybody ain't perfect. Of course, people gonna judge people. I do it, you do it. Everybody judges, but just understanding like that somebody has a different view from different experiences of their lives, uh, all events and everything that happens. Like see it a different way, whether it's right or wrong to you, it may be right to them or wrong, whatever. So everybody can be right in their own way. Um, but like the topics, I feel like the topics are gonna be a wide base. There's not gonna be a specific theme. Um, I feel like the theme of the podcast is just honestly getting a different view of everything, like a different view from different jobs, different careers, different people, different races, different backgrounds, ethnicities, cultures, uh, genders, everything. Uh, it's a wide
And I think
variety
that's
of
gonna be,
everything.
and I think it's gonna be good too,
Go
because
ahead.
like I feel like when we do have conversations, like we might talk about a specific topic when we start off, but like we get off
Yeah.
track, not really off track, but like we touch base on like a lot of different things. So I think that's why like it's gonna be good too. Like and like when we do talk, it's not even like that it's right, and like we're open to hearing like why we might feel like something like oh I feel like this because because I experienced it this way. You didn't experience it that way. So I think that's why it's gonna be good too. Like, and we don't really judge each other. Like we might in our heads, but we don't fully judge each other. And if we do, we at least be
Exactly.
like, well, why did you feel like that? Or like, why did you
Right.
think
We
that?
try to
Like, why did you
find
think that
out.
made sense? Yeah, and I
Definitely
think
try
like
to
we say
find
all the
out.
time, like especially dealing with like in training and dealing with kids, like the younger generation, like that's one thing like you said a couple weeks ago, like we can't like always be like, bro, that shit don't make sense. Like, no, why did you think that? Like, and like I see you
Right.
like with your player, like you ask him
Yeah.
like, no, like I'm not mad. Like, why did you think that was right? Why did you think that made sense?
Right.
Because like they might in their head really think like, damn, that shit made sense, and then like when you really hear it, like it low key be like, bro, that's fried. But I get your logic because you did make it make sense, but like that shit still, like,
It's still dumb.
so yeah, like, it's still
Yeah.
fried. But
Because you can
I listen
still
to what you said.
understand it.
I get
Yeah.
why you thought that, but like that shit's dumb.
Right. But just
So
understanding that concept, like you said, like understanding why they did it, even if it's dumb or wrong or whatever, understanding why somebody did something, it kind of it helps in some way. Sometimes it doesn't, but
yeah,
I feel like most of
but
the
I
time
also
it
yeah,
does. It helps you see
it
it.
does help them too. It helps them, and they might not realize it, but it helps them be more vocal with their actions. Because, like, you know, a lot of times somebody
Yeah.
might, like, especially these kids, they'll do something and be like, why you do it? And they won't say it. And they know why they
Right.
did it, but they won't say it
It's
because,
like
like, they
I don't
feel
know.
like they're going to get, yeah, like, I don't know. And they know why they
Yeah.
did it, but they just won't say it. So I think, like, that's going to be the big thing, too. Like I said, like, letting people know, like, be open and, like, say how you feel. Like, we want to hear your
Yeah.
view on it. Like, everybody has their own view on stuff. So I think that's going to be good,
Right.
though.
For sure. Because I know back when I was a kid, shit, every time, and I know I lie for no reason, of course, but just knowing why I did something and just say I don't know, just because it's the easier answer, and just because
Man.
I was like not afraid. I guess I gotta say I was afraid. Like not afraid. It's like yeah, I was afraid, but it was like I wasn't afraid to like speak my mind as far as like on certain stuff, but like it was like when it came to that, you just didn't want to say because it's like you was gonna get whooped anyway, or you know what
Man,
I'm
so
saying. So you
exactly.
like,
I'm like,
why the fuck I would say why I did it? I might get whooped more or something.
even more. Like, why?
So I was
But
like,
like,
I
no,
don't know, because I'm gonna get whooped anyway.
no,
So,
but like, no,
but
I ain't
we
gonna lie
come from
though.
a
And
family
that
that
carries
think,
on like to where like even when I was in high school, and I didn't really get out of that phase until like I was probably about like 20 of like not explaining why I did something. But like, never mind, bro, it don't matter. Like,
yeah,
and I learned too that was from being a kid. Like everybody be like, no, be quiet. And then like half the time, if you did
yep,
explain, it was you was talking back or you was being disrespectful. So like after I got older, I didn't realize like that, but that carried on to where I got a thought. So where it was like, no, you
yeah,
had to be more vocal and say why you felt like something because in reality,
right,
it'll probably get you out. Not as a kid because probably still got your ass hooked, but
yeah,
it'll get you out of the lies, and you don't have to. It won't be as deep as you really make it if you just really just say how you really feel about it.
yeah, definitely. I feel that
But
for
you
sure.
still your ass hooked. But
But yeah, definitely. Uh, just going back to everybody having a voice and saying how you feel, whether we agree or not, we definitely get to a point where we can agree to disagree. Um, and you just gotta find that common ground of just understanding, like you said, understanding the different point of view, the different perspective on it. Um, like I said, we're gonna try to post on Wednesdays just to let everybody know. So Wednesdays we'll be posting so you can watch it. We're gonna post on YouTube the full episodes, and we'll post on our social media platforms. Follow Different Views Podcast on Instagram and Different Views Podcast on Twitter. I don't even remember if I made a Facebook page. I think I did. I gotta get that. But yeah, we're gonna post little snippets and stuff on all those social media platforms. So follow us on there and go from there. And basically, the point of this episode, just to make sure like it's organic, like I said, not scripted. We want to let everybody know like what we're thinking and how we're going about doing stuff. So the point of this episode was literally to have conversations like how we do, because me and my cousin, we always have conversations uh about life and just everything in general. We feel like we wanted to make a podcast because we feel like people should be hearing this stuff, and we want to make everybody else be heard as well, whether they're football players, doctors, a
Regular.
cashier, McDonald's, janitor, teacher, anything, anybody. Everybody has a voice, and I feel like uh, all these podcasts just have a lot of celebrities talking about that. I feel like everybody should have a voice here. And I know a lot of people be wanting to come on podcasts. 'Cause I know people be hitting me up, like people be hitting you up saying that they
Yeah.
would want to talk on the podcast.
I want like, or they just want to hear like your point of view of stuff. So, and I think that's good too. Like we said, like everybody's point is important, but people don't realize like everybody wants to hear from like a celebrity because they want to hear like that perfect life or that success. But in reality, you gain
Yeah,
more from like them regular people. And like I don't want
hell
to say it
yeah,
like that, but like like just the ordinary person, like you gain more a lot from them
yeah,
too. So just letting everybody know like
yeah,
everybody's point of view is valued. So I think that's gonna be good, bro.
yeah,
And I think that's like the whole. I'm excited to get guests on here, like just like we were
yeah,
saying, like just entrepreneurs, barbers, the janitors, the psychiatrists, and just them everyday normal people, like not no celebrities, because like I think everybody has like a lot of good advice and like a good word that they can spread out, but they just don't have like
yeah.
the proper platform to do it. So I think that's
Right.
why this is gonna be perfect for people.
All right. And then what's crazy is like this ain't even a big platform because we obviously got to build it up too. I mean, like just
Yeah,
because I played in the NFL or played Ohio State, is you train players that are high quality or coach to Akron, and it ain't like people are just gonna automatically be on our stuff. Like, yeah, we'll get our people that's loyal to us and all that stuff, but we still gonna have to grow and make our platform bigger. But like you said, we feel like the platform is definitely gonna grow as far as having that organic feeling and that authentic. I don't even know how to say that damn word. Authenticity.
yeah. You know, feeling like you just chopping it up with your tongue. You had
Yeah,
that comfortability.
like
That's what I would say. But you had that comfortability.
nah, for real though. Like just having that though, like from everybody, not just like you said, like athletes or people. And then also having that too, though, like, because people want to hear from athletes and stuff.
Yeah,
But like having us try to get people in here that have status and that too. We can have a wide range so you can see the different views. Like, I feel like I keep
yeah.
saying that shit, but that's literally like
That's
why I
really
wanted
like,
to call it that. Because it's just like everybody got to understand that shit. There's so many different people in the world, so many different
yeah.
people, so many different,
And I
like,
think too, we like have relationships with a lot of different people, like and
yeah,
all
different
different.
types of people.
Yeah, like from
Yeah.
like kids to like some like celebrities and just all different types of people. Like I got relationships with people I would have never thought like I have relationships with. So I think that's good too.
Yeah.
So like I hear a lot from a lot of different people. So I think that's why I
Like,
think this is gonna be like
what's a random like person that like you just like I don't even understand
I have a
why I even had
relationship
a
with.
relationship with this dude or girl
Like,
or
bro,
whatever. Like,
I be at back home, bro, at the Y, like that older dude I was telling you about. Um, like him, I would have never thought I would have had a relationship with a man like, and I met this older gentleman. He's like, like 79, almost 80, like, and like he
yeah.
gives me so much game, and
Hmm.
like you would think, like, bro, like a 79-year-old, like they aren't as like high function just because of their age. Like, no, like he moves good. Like, and like the knowledge that he has like that
Yeah.
old school knowledge, but like he's still open to the new school. Like, and he says that all the time. Like, he's
Yeah.
real engaged with this new age. Like, he's still not stuck in his old ways. And I would have never thought
Yeah.
like I would have had a relationship with him like that we have. Like, we talk and text like all the time. And that was just some
Yeah.
man that I just met at the gym from just a
Hmm.
conversation of just I think we were just speaking on like just our eating habits. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I don't even know if I got anybody. I mean, I got people like older, like rolling. Like he probably one of the dudes, but it's just like we got a common interest. Like it was football and shit. He played at Florida State and all that shit. But like I feel like mine is different as far as like I meet hella people, but I just don't be remembering their names and like don't talk to them frequently. But
I
we'll
remember your
like
face.
we'll talk.
I'm like, oh, it's my
We'll talk
food.
ran- yeah. We'll talk randomly though. Like I remember it's crazy because like I'll meet people and it'll be like deep shit and like serious shit, but like I feel like I met so many people that I be forgetting like they name shit. But like remember I told you I was trying to do the bar like slash restaurant, the lounge or whatever, and I was trying to get the
Yeah,
sandpit, and I met like two dudes, and one was like a Raiders fan, and we literally was like about to go in on an investment and everything, like he was about to put his money up. Like he was hitting me up. Like
man.
remember I told you she was playing with the sandpit. Like he was
Yeah.
like hit me up like, yo, when are we still doing it? I'm like, yeah, like, and we got to talking and like I gave him the whole format, sent him my whole business plan and all this shit, telling him how I wanted to set it up and everything. It's just like I don't even remember her name, but like we was
But
literally
it's
like
maybe it's
lucky that
you know
close.
my own name. And it's
Like
so
this is
crazy.
our family lives and stuff. Like we about to be affected, and it's just like I just met this dude literally on social media, like because he was a fan. Like it's crazy.
Man, it's so crazy because then they'll probably know your whole like bio, but you don't remember their name. And, like I low-key be feeling bad, but it's like,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
No, but like shit, I remember what he looked like and who he is, and like if
Yeah,
he
like
hit
you
me
remember
up,
that
I
conversation, what he looked
remember.
like.
Yeah,
Nah, bro,
and it's just
dang.
like I don't even want to be like disrespectful. Like I don't remember your name,
Yeah.
but I'll be telling people though, like shit, what's your name again? Like I forget, like or I know him by his Instagram name. Like I know his Instagram name, but I don't know his real name. But like I be telling people like even when like the shit with the text, like if I forgot to say somebody's number, I'd be like, who is this? And people think it's like so disrespectful or whatever, whatever. And I'm just like, I don't understand that. It's just like if I text
But who
you
is it?
and you didn't say my number, like and you say who's this, I'm just say it's Gary on. Like what the fuck are you bad about? Like I forgot to
I
save
started
it.
thinking
Like
of numbers on Cash App because I didn't want to ask people what they name. Because people do get so offended instead of just saying like they name.
yeah, like why you
They like
so bad,
go around
man?
that area. Who is this? Like, bruh. So
Like
I was like, never mind. I
like
don't even give a
yeah,
fuck.
right, exactly. Cause
I don't
like
even give a
honestly,
fuck.
I could just not text back. Like
Yeah.
instead of saying who's this, I could just not reply at all. But I'm willing to say who's this because I want to know who it is. It's like it ain't that you less important or nothing. Just like sometimes
It's
you
not
could
that deep.
forget.
People just take a lot of
Forget.
things too serious.
Yeah, but that's what I feel like. Everything as far as like topics and like the philosophy and everything. I mean, not topics, because I feel like we can explain way more topics. Uh, I feel like mental health is one of the major topics I feel like I want to discuss. Not even just like mental health as far as like people like not being able to like have control over their mind and stuff. It's just like mental health as far as like being a strong-minded person, working on like brain activities to help elevate your mind, just even if it's little or big, like as far as mental health, like mental strength, rather than just talking about the people that like are mentally ill or something like that. Like I literally want to talk about just ways to improve your mental health and be mentally strong and like elevate yourself, elevate your brain, elevate your mind. Uh, I know
And
there's other topics too. Well, what you
the
about to say?
healthy lifestyle one is like the biggest thing too. I always like emphasize to like a lot of people. Of course, the
Yeah,
mental thing, but like just the healthy lifestyle of just yeah, every day, just who you surrounding yourself with, like how,
yeah,
where's your mind at? Again, like the mindset part of like how you wake up thinking. Like I think a lot of people like underestimate like just those little things of just how you wake up and just in a positive mood or not. What you're listening to in the morning and just like how you what your like your diet. Like I learned that too. Like the diet thing I heard just of like what you eat, see, hear. Like I think all of
yeah.
that like matters too. That a lot of people like overthink and like overlook a lot.
You believe in that? What you eat is what you are.
But when
Yeah,
like I was telling you like at the beginning of August, bro, them first 3 weeks I ate clean. I was eating clean,
yeah,
and then like when I start eating bad, like I start feeling like that. Like I start feeling like
yeah,
sluggish and tired. I start feeling like just up like Kwame saying that shit puffy. Like I start feeling like that. So like and I believe that shit like
yeah,
and like I'm a person too, like I like to experience it. Like somebody can tell me something but I ain't gonna listen to it.
yeah.
Like after
Right.
experiencing
You want to
like
experience your
eating
own.
clean and like cutting out certain foods, like it does like
Yeah,
affect you, like your moods and how you act. Like so I will say that.
Yeah.
That
You
is true.
saying that leads me to my next topic. 'Cause as soon as you said that, I thought of Bryson and some of the fucking kids that we train. Like we gonna have different ages on here, different genders, so it doesn't have to be just adults or just males or females or sports or like we said, it's gonna be a variety. But that's gonna be one of the topics too, is having uh the young guys on here that we train because we want to understand like why they do shit and
Man,
like you said, you gotta go through some shit. Sometimes you could just hear somebody telling you to say something or to do something, and you just want to experience it yourself. That shit just low key triggered me when you said it. I thought of Bryson instantly.
and too,
It's,
like you were saying like last week, like when they I think you asked him like, bro, why he act like that? And like you said like somebody was acting up and like he broke it down like, bro, he was acting like that because of this. And
yeah,
like two people always like say like the younger generation is this, that, and the third, but like nobody like lets them really speak on what they think. And don't get wrong, like some of them
yeah,
do be doing like some fried shit, but
yeah,
nobody actually listens to why they do what they do. And
right,
I'm not saying like it'll fully change and like if you give them
yeah.
that talk, like being open, like everybody's gonna change. But I feel
But
like it
you'll
can make a
understand.
difference in a couple of them. Yeah, at least understand like, well, damn, little bro feeling like that because like, he
Hmm.
going through this, that at home, or he in that survival mode because brain got nothing to eat. So that's why he's so angry and he got a lot
Right.
going on at home. So you kind of give like not like a feel bad, but you're more you understand more of what they're going through. So when
Yeah,
they
you
are
give
in
it
that mode,
empathy. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like when they
empathy.
are, and like you don't treat them no different of as in like you just keep giving them like you don't like correct them they don't get disciplined of course for like what their actions, but like you understand of what they're going
Yeah.
through a little bit more.
Yeah,
Give
I
a little more
remember
empathy.
Anna was telling me like just keep like digging, like keep asking why, like make them uncomfortable. Like keep asking why, ask why, like why'd you do this? Oh, well, why? Why'd you feel like that? Why'd you think that? And like get them to understand that. And then sometimes even they don't even understand why they did shit. Sometimes. Like, cause you keep
Yeah,
asking why, and then they're just like, damn, I don't know. And then they really don't know, cause you done asked them why this, why that, and they answered it, and then you got to the point where it's like, well, why did you feel like that? And then it's like, I don't know. Like sometimes you can't explain that. But then they get to thinking about it, and then shit, maybe a week may go by, and be like, well, I think it's because I felt like this, and then they get to explaining why they did it. And then they figure out themselves why they did it, and then they can
man.
control like next time of like controlling it better or something like that. Got to keep digging on that shit. For sure. But we also want to be open, uh, obviously the topics, and then whenever we have people on, well, I know for like the people that I'm gonna ask to have on, uh, we're gonna let them pick the topics that they want to talk about. Like come on. Obviously, we're gonna have like certain questions or things we want to say, but just letting them pick the topics they want to talk about and come on, because obviously we can't think of everything, and they'll have topics I'm sure that everybody else in the world would understand or want to hear about. So we'll talk about that one.
I think
Like,
that's gonna be good too, cause and it just keeps it like open minded too. Like it's not always like the same thing, and it kind of keeps us like gets us thinking a little bit too. Like when they come on like with their own topic of something too. So I think that's gonna be cool.
that's gonna be lit. But I feel like podcast is definitely gonna be lit. It's gonna grow for sure. Like I said, it's gonna be real organic. So I feel like it's gonna be the difference of like other podcasts as far as like the versatility that we're gonna have with different people with different backgrounds, and just like you said, having ordinary people on here.
Yeah,
Not to say that is a level down or they're any more or any less than anybody else. Obviously, like their
but that's the
status,
thing though.
that's
Like
real life. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing though. Like everybody's opinion is valued the same, not
Yep.
no
For
matter
sure.
like your status. So I think that's the big thing. Like
Yep.
not trying to call somebody like ordinary or regular, like they ain't as good as somebody else at a high level. Like,
Yeah.
but that's how people look at it. But and that's the thing we're trying to stop and like not stop, but
Yeah.
change. Let people
And
know
we
like,
also want to promote as well. Shit, like we always about promoting anybody's anything. Like I tell anybody all the time, like I'll post anything, I'll send anything, whatever. Like, and I'll be telling y'all because a lot of people think like if I post it, it's just gonna blow up. Like remember they are my followers. So like, if I post it and you don't get that from like
They just
just,
on the
but I
internet.
have no problem posting or anything. We have no problem sharing stuff, trying to help people grow. Also, so if you come on here, you just want to talk about your business or talk about whatever, like we down to do that too. Well, so it'll be real organic, and we gotta follow our pages too. So promote our shit as well. We want some promotion as well. But anything else you feel like we need to get out or?
No, I think we kind of touched base on everything, just letting people know like it's to be comfortable like when you are if you're on here or just if you're just giving your feedback, be comfortable with giving your feedback, or just saying like touch base on this, letting you know it's a comfortability zone and like a positive like environment over here. That's really it. But I think we touched base on everything for real. With everything.
Yeah, yeah. The Twitter is diff views pod. That's the Twitter. But if you type in different views podcast, you'll see it. And then the Instagram is different views podcast. That's it. And I gotta see if I made a Facebook or not. But that's the and then the YouTube is different views podcast one. So that'll be the YouTube. We'll post the full episodes. Um, and then like I said, we'll post snippets and stuff on all the other ones. But yeah, I feel like touch base on everything. First official episode,
Man,
just brainstorming and talking organically. Man, we just tried to get this shit recorded for forever.
for real,
Shit, even these past 3 days, we was supposed to record Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
almost
Yeah,
saying get
but
this one.
finally did it, man. And I feel like it turned out good for real. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna head out of here. Tune in to Different Views podcast. We're gonna go up.
Appreciate it.
Stay blessed, man.